one thing I realized about you, and I was talking about this earlier, is like you got a real solid fan base.
Oh yeah.
Like what do the fans mean to you?
Everything. Like really, like that's why I like to do everything I can to give back. Even when I'm having bad days, fans ask take pictures, or they need something. Like I got a lot of fans. Like I got a fan named his Instagram name is Scotty something, and he has a heart condition, and I'm trying to help raise money for his fundraiser. You know, for anything they need, and I'm also gonna be putting money in it. Like I really do. I am a humble kid. Like I'm 19 years old, but I've always wanted to get back in a way. Like yeah, the streets always been a part of like my life, and like I have been an evil nigga and I've done some foul ass shit, but I have never done it to people that ain't deserve it in my eyes. And I've always wanted, now that the position I'm in, I can help people and I can help my fans, so they mean the world to me. Without them I'd probably be dead or in jail because I can't keep a job. I'm a jack boy. I'm gonna just say it like that, and niggas will go ask about me. My mama.
All right. So going back to like the situation where you got locked up. Where was that at?
Atlanta,
okay.
Georgia, at the hospital.
So you had ended up going into Fulton County Jail for 2 weeks?
Yeah, just about
2 weeks. What was that experience like?
Man. So basically what had happened was like, so I had what's it called? I had what's it called? I had got off the plane and my nose was hurting really bad. And really, I'm not a pill popper. So like all these doctors are prescribing me all these pills and giving me all this shit. And I'm not one to do that. I'm not one to like, oh, okay, let me just pop a lot of pills. No, I really wanted help. So they took me to the hospital. And little did I know, and this is no disrespect to Atlanta, because I really fuck with Atlanta tough. You know what I'm saying? Like a tough to the point. Like, it's free. I'm gonna say this right now before I forget. It's free my nigga Japan the long way. Really sex, money, murder shit, YSL shit. Free my main nigga that was in that whole fucking with me. Tough man, free Japan. He coming home real soon, and he really got talent too. But back to what I was saying though. I go to the hospital, I get there, ain't nothing but, white doctors, white, all this, really proper people, which is cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm a respectful person, but I feel like I'm also targeted because of my age and all my tattoos. I got face tattoos. People don't really know who I am in different states yet. So I feel like I'm targeted in that way. So I go in there, I'm asking for help, and they just trying to feed me pills. I already got the pills y'all are trying to give me. Like, I don't want pills. Like, I just want y'all to... Because the thing that was hurting my nose, and I already knew, was gauze. Because behind the tubes, they stuck gauze all the way up my nose. And to stop bleeding. And they're already getting hard. And, you know what I'm saying? Dried up blood, they were getting hard. Like, that shit hurt. And, like, I just wanted them to fix it, replace it. And they basically said, which is normal protocol. Oh, we not finna help you with your nose because... what's it called? We not finna help you with your nose because... we're not your surgeon. We don't know what your surgeon did. You know what I'm saying? And I get there like, but get your surgeon on the phone and we gonna help you. So I finally get a hold of my surgeon, and but as soon as I get a hold of my surgeon, they say, oh no, you're discharged. We're not gonna help you. And then that's when the ignorant little Karma came out, not the polite, respectful. So I started cussing them like, fuck y'all, this and that, like getting mad, like, and they're like, oh, you really have talked like that? And I don't give a fuck about none of that. I'm pissed off. I just wanted y'all help. Y'all supposed to help people in need, and you throwing me back out with all these pills in my body when I have a plane to go catch. And so they call security, and then I'm cussing security trying to, and then there was this older man, he's probably like in his 40s, mid 30s probably, or 40s, yeah, I'd say, and he was really the one like trying to prove, like, I don't know why he thought he was just so stiff, and it fucked with me. So and then they go and get the guard that was supposed to scare me. He was a good size. He was probably like 3-4 times my weight on my mama, but like I got heart. Like my stepdad, my stepdad, I claim that's all over my body, was 6'7". He used to beat up on me. My brother Red, 6'2", 6'3". I've been smart my whole life fighting big people, so that shit don't intimidate me because I know what I can do. And on my mama, nigga was really pussy on everything I love. I'm trying to get the footage to this day, see if I can get the footage. But and so we start. I walk myself out, but the thing is, I'm taking my time because I'm putting all my shit together. I have my suitcase, I have my backpack, I have my fanny pack. Like I just got off a plane. Keep in mind, so I'm walking, and they're telling me leave the property, like they were basically down here. And I'm like, my lift's on the way. I'm not from here. Like, my lift's on the way. Y'all gonna have to wait. And they kept picking with me. The older man was picking with me too hard. And so, I squared up. Both of us said, what y'all niggas trying to do? Like, I really, squared up. And them niggas, the big nigga was like, oh, Like, he just act like quiet. Like, nigga was really pussy, bro. My mama, nigga too big to be a whole pussy, especially a nigga my size. So the old man was really the one trying to step because I was on his ass. That nigga swung, but he hit weird. Like, he swung on my mama and he hit me like this, like hit me in my nose and it hit my nose. So I'm trying to fight. I'm trying to like, all right, come on, let me, you know what I'm saying? And the two guards were between us. Nobody was touching me, trying to wrap me up, none of that. They were between us, so I couldn't hit him. So I finally get around and so I kick him. As soon as I kick him, I kick that nigga good in his leg hard, good. Kick that nigga hard. And then as soon as I kick him, he kind of like move around. They let me kind of fight. I hit him twice, boom. That was it. That nigga said, I'm not trying to fight. Like, he grabbed his face. He's like, he's old. I felt bad because he was kind of old. But, nigga, you know what I'm saying? Like, that shit, after I hit him twice, he didn't even want to fight no more. Like, you know what I'm saying? They started breaking up. I walk away. But as soon as that happened, they called the police. So the police is pulling up and they see me being the aggressor. And I really could have avoided the whole jail situation. But I was so irritated and so mad at the whole point. Like, she was like, just calm down, calm down. I couldn't. So she put me in handcuffs, put me in the back of the cop car. And I put my cuffs in front of me. I'm acting a fool. I'm talking shit. And that's really my fault. I learned my lesson, though. But, and the shit that really pissed me off the most is the people that I was basically mad at, they were like going through my shit. Like, y'all are the police officers. Y'all are at least supposed to go through my shit. And no, so they finally bring my shit over there. And they're like, oh, okay. Well, obviously, they didn't even worry about that situation because obviously, like, they told what happened. They knew they was in the wrong. So they weren't even worried about that shit. But the thing is, when it came down to, what's it called? They ran my name and all that. They're like, oh, okay, you're on probation. You don't have a traveler's pass. You don't have permission to leave the county. So that's a violation. So let's go ahead and see what they want to do about that. So they make a couple phone calls and they decide to take me in. They take me to East Point. I get to East Point. Everybody being cool. Everybody being straight. You know what I'm saying? Until they close the door. They close the door. And this nigga tried to snatch me up. He a big ass guy too. A good police officer tried to snatch me up by the string. You know, you're supposed to pull all the strings out of everything you got. And it's connected, like it was sewed in, I guess, and he couldn't pull them out. And I'm like, they're not coming out, bro. Stop touching me. And then he tried to grab my chain, like, you know, be aggressive. He's like, and he was like, I was like, nigga, this chain more expensive than your check, nigga, your stimulus check, whatever, nigga. Like, don't touch I'm talking shit. And you know, he's like, oh, it's light. And I was like, you dumbass nigga. Like, 9 times out of 10, real gold and diamonds is light. Everybody know that shit. It's not heavy unless you get, if it's hollow, unless you get solid. You know what I'm saying? My shit hollow. Like, you could, nigga, go get the diamond test so I get on your stick, what? Niggas is broke. And so they're like, okay, we gonna welcome you to Atlanta. These niggas put me in a restraining chair, like you put for the crazy people. Like, they put me in that bitch, and then they took me into the room. They pushed me to the room, and they flipped that bitch over and left me like that for 30 minutes, bro. I'm like this on my back for 30 minutes. And they finally come in and flip me back over because I get my cup right here because they cuff you to the shit. I get that hoe free somehow. I'm kicking it. I get that hoe free. So I'm kicking that bitch all over the walls. I threw that bitch in the toilet. I'm acting that ass. But I learned they didn't give a fuck. So after I did that shit, they pissed them off. They started hitting me in my body. They didn't even hit me in my face. They started hitting me in my body. Like, real life hitting me, bro, punching me. And my nose is broken. I just had surgery. And like me, I don't give a fuck though. I'm not snitching on nobody. I'm not gonna give no badge numbers. I'm not gonna do none of that. Cause I'll be back in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? Trust me. No Hook Part 2 being shot in Atlanta. And yeah, it was just a fucked up place. And you know, I finally realized like, okay, ain't shit I can do at this point. Ain't shit I can do besides just get this shit over with. So I just went to sleep. I was on the pills and pills finally kicked in. I'm in the chair. I just fall asleep in that bitch. And then the next shift comes in talking about, oh, you still here? That's literally what they said. You're still here? I was like, because usually everybody making noise, everybody flipping out. I went to sleep off the pills, off the codeine pills. And yeah.
Was this the worst experience with the judicial
system? Yeah. Oh,
compared to the first time you did time?
Yeah, fuck yeah. I've done time since like what? 15 years old. I think turning 16 was the first time I stepped place in juvenile. I mean, yeah, hell yeah, by far, yes, yeah. Because I didn't even get a phone call the whole time. Like, my family didn't even know where the fuck I was at for hours. I got messages of my girl thinking I died. They did not let me get a phone call, nothing for hours. I got locked up at 4, or like, not even like 12 in the afternoon, so like 11 our time, and didn't get a phone call till like 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah. All right. So, all right, let's go into the music now. I seen you drop.
Wait.
Yeah, go ahead.
Real quick though, that was just booking East Point.
Oh yeah, we got to talk about the 2 weeks.
The Fulton County though. Man. So I get there, and everybody just being rude, like rude as fuck. Like, nigga, like, plain just disrespectful. Like, I'm over here like, yes, man. Like, I already know I'm not, you can't be for the cop. So, just plain disrespectful. On my mama, like, that shit, like, really fucked with my head. Like, I'm like, why are people, like, legit, like, why are y'all treating me like this? Like, what? Like, niggas was real life, like, ain't nothing compared to San Antonio. These guards, you ask them for help, they look at you like you don't speak like their language, and they walk away. Just because of COVID, everything going on, like, nigga, shit really. And then I'm in Fulton County. If y'all don't know if y'all seen Snow on the Bluff, that's the same hood. That's the jail. That's their county jail.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah. So it ain't like TDC where it's mostly Hispanics and that whole. It's mostly
no, it's all black.
Yeah.
Hispanics is like what 3, 4. I think I seen 3 or 4 Hispanics my whole trip.
Mm-hmm. So it's definitely like culture shock for you and shit.
Not even because I'm in the hood. I'm black. I'm a blood. Everybody, I was raised by black people, but they didn't see that. They didn't know that. I'm Puerto Rican. I'm not even really Mexican. I got a little bit of Mexican in me. I'm Puerto Rican. Like, so I was really straight with when it came down to the people, but to the guards, it was kind of like, but they treated everybody like that. I seen, but it was just worse for me.
Mm-hmm.
And like, you know, so one of the things that really had me fucked up is like, okay, so you know your nose, this is all basically connected. So like my nose is draining blood, but it's coming down here, so I'm spitting it up. You know what I'm saying? They are watching me spit up blood and not giving a fuck. Like not one bit. Like, oh well, this, because I'm telling them my nose is broken. I need to see medical. Like, I just had surgery. I took medication. They gave me my medication the whole time I was there. No antibiotics, no painkillers, no nothing. So I'm falling asleep because I'm off. They fed me a lot of pills. I'm falling asleep. I'm just good. I'm really sleeping that whole bullshit away. And I finally get to go use the phone, and I'm talking to my people for like 5-10 minutes. I call my girl, and it cuts off. And I tell them, like, the phone cut off. And I didn't know they cut off at a certain time because Bexar County, if it's holding, they're on 24 hours. And I tell them, I'm like, yo. And I'm telling them, this big-ass fat nigga, and because I straight up said, yeah, y'all niggas some hoes. This big-ass fat nigga grabbed me by the back of my shirt trying to push me. And that's when I get put in another restraining chair because I got to, like, they had, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, bro, y'all niggas, like, I real life got out that shit. And I said, nigga, y'all not finna touch me like that. I'm tired of y'all thinking y'all, I don't care about none of that. They're like, okay, so I got the guards. And the thing that had me fucked up, nigga, they brought out the tasers real quick. I'm like, I'm not going. Then mace, tasers, that's the thing. They just, and I'm like, all right, y'all put me where y'all want to put me. I don't care. So I chilled out. I was like, fuck it, I take that to the chin. And so everything go through the whole process. And the thing that had me fucked up, they let me see medical, but he didn't let me see the doctor. I didn't get to see the doctor. I took a shower. I forgot what happened. The same nigga that I took a shower, I'm spitting up blood. Keep in mind, I keep telling people, I every time I'm leaving, I'm spitting up blood every 5, not even like constantly, almost constantly, every 3-4 minutes, I'm spitting up blood. And I go to do my voice, and I tell him real quick, hey, can I spit? He straight up tell me, oh, no, don't worry about it. Go back to the cell, and don't even let me do my voice recognition. So keep in mind, I didn't have a PIN, no voice recognition. The whole time I was in there, I had to use other people's PIN numbers. They call my family.
So during them 2 weeks, like, what was going through your head?
Man, at first it was kind of like I was asleep for like the first 2-3 days, like, and like I kept spitting up blood. So I kept to the point I was spitting up blood straight on my floor. Like, my cellie was in there. He understood. I'm glad I got a cellie that understood, you know. But he was more laid back. But he was just like he understood. He really slept his time away with me too. And he, you know, it kept to the point though. He was like really straight up. Like he said, he's telling the guards himself, like, help this little nigga. I'm tired of seeing blood. That's how bad it was. And I was just so weak for like the first 3-4 days, 5 days. And I couldn't really get out of bed. I couldn't do anything. But finally after that, it was kind of like my healing process started going fast. You know, thank God that he was with me the whole time for sure. And my cellie ended up getting out. So I was in there for like a good 12-13 days on 23-hour lockdown by myself. But the whole time was more of like finding myself again, you know, because I was so focused on being Karma. I'd have pushed my whole family away. I'd have pushed a lot of people away that love me. And really, I'm grateful that I went. I really am grateful, believe it or not, because it was a really good life lesson. And I learned that, you know, I found myself. Like Kodak said, he reincarnated in that bitch. I really found myself again. I got all these drugs out of my body, like, you know, because I was on the perks, Vicodins, Trimidols, everything for pain they gave me. And that shit really start fucking with your head after a while. And, You know, I got all that out of my body. I found God a little bit better. I got a little closer to God, you know, and yeah, so that shit was a blessing and in disguise. But my main thing I really focused was on music. I wrote no, like, these niggas not ready. Oh God, these niggas not ready.
And speaking of the music, I seen you drop the In Too Deep cover.
Yeah.
For an album you got coming out. When can we see that drop?
Right now, okay, so I have a good, I'm going to just say it, like, I got a, you know, I was told not to speak on it too much, but I got a little label meeting coming up. 9 times out of 10, I will be signing with them. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's safe to say I am. They helped me out a lot. Shout out to them because they were the ones they emailed. They've the ones who've been, like, really pushing, putting money behind me already. They've been looking at me for a while, you know, helping me out with plane flights, you know, like, I got a good, you know, we're not going to give up no names yet, but they know who they are. My management team, just, you know, 2 people in certain, they know who they are. We're just not going to give up names. I haven't met the owner yet, the ambassador, like the you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But I know he's been asking about me for a while now, and I feel like after I dropped, it's crazy, the day I dropped the In Too Deep cover, I guess they're already talking about it, and they're like, okay, we're ready for you to come down here and let's work. And then I fucked up. I went to Atlanta and went to jail, which means I will not be traveling by myself no more. Which I shouldn't be. I don't know why I moved the way I do. You know, they kind of like how FBG Duck, you know, he just passed away and all. But they say he's the only person in his city, in Chicago, that could walk around freely with no security guard. He just keep his gun with him. And I don't say I keep a gun with me, but that's just how I am. Like, you know, like that bitch nigga Rich. You know what I'm saying? Like, and we're not even gonna speak on him too much. He always wanted to go out with security. I've just never been the type to be a security. But yeah, the In Too Deep cover, all that. Speaking on it, I'm adding. It wasn't even an album or a mixtape. It was really an EP. It was only gonna be like 4 or 5 songs. Now I'm looking to put at least 10 to 15 songs on it, easy. I want to say no later because I keep pushing it back. I know it's just because it's gonna be a really good project that I'm really working on. Like, I have a lot of good shit. And, you know, a couple videos coming out. I'm gonna drop a couple videos for the album for sure, like 2 or 3 videos for sure. But I want to say we in August, so no later than September for sure, the end date. There's no exact date. It might even drop the end of this month. Well, no, where we in? Yeah, the end of this month for sure. It's really, yeah, it's really like, you know what I'm saying?
So it's already complete. Everything's done.
Yeah, pretty much. I just got like 2-3 more songs to record, but they're already written. It's just about getting the beat made because I want all beats. You know what I'm saying? Like the Roro song, I gotta get the beat made. I already have the beat made, but it's not made how I want it. So that has to be redone. And Jungle, you know, because like I said, I'm really putting a lot of work behind it. I'm not gonna just half-ass drop my first. Like, I feel like this album might really do something for me. Because I only have I want to say no more than 7 songs out besides features. And I took the city over with 3 videos, music videos.
So on the tape, what could we learn about you on that tape?
You're gonna see a little bit there's gonna be a little bit of story. Like, there's gonna be some pain behind it for real. Also, what's crazy though is I'm mixing it up because there's gonna be some pain and then there's gonna be some drill, and then there's gonna be some real spit type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I would say with everything you go through, you probably got a lot of shit to talk about now. Definitely.
Oh yeah, I wrote No Hook Part 2 in Atlanta.